Hey, it's your girl Nay coming to you with another episode of As Told by Nay, the podcast. Sorry I'm late. It's been a very long day. Very long day. But happy Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope this week was a little less trying for you guys than it was for me. And I hope that you guys have some good stuff planned for this weekend, whether that's work, because getting them coins is good stuff, or hanging out or doing whatever it is that you do in your spare time. I hope that you're prepared for a good weekend and you're chilling out and relaxing. So it is May, Mental Health Awareness Month, and I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. We talked a lot about self-care last week. I had my girl Chandra on here, and we talked about just as women being in a space where we can acknowledge when we're doing too much. These unrealistic expectations that we have, the craziness that we put ourselves through when it comes to our work and like our families and what we think life's supposed to be like, all that good stuff. And we really tapped into that. I need to take a breather. I'm sleepy. Bear with me. I'm tired. Again, it's been a very long day, but I'm here. I told y'all I was going to be here, so I'm here. We're going to talk today to a gentleman that was passed my way by one of my good friends in regards to the thing that y'all love to talk about the most. Y'all love hitting me up and asking me about dating and love advice and all of those great things. So I got somebody coming on to talk to me about those things and in different ways and how he sees it and all that good stuff. I asked you guys some questions that y'all wanted me to ask him, and we're going to get into that. And I'm expecting this conversation to be very, y'all know how I feel about what is the dating pool of our generation. It's trash. And so I feel like collectively we could do better when it comes to how we treat one another, how intentional we are with the things that we do. And that's going to be that. So before I get him on here, though, I want to check in with y'all. Again, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I need y'all to tap in and let me know how y'all feeling, how y'all living, how y'all doing. What's that mental health scale looking like on a scale of 1 to 10? Where we at with it? I'm also buying a little time for him because y'all know how, I don't know why y'all do this. Y'all black folks. And I ain't even gonna just put it on the black folks, but it be y'all a lot of time when y'all be late to stuff. Y'all commit to stuff and agree to do stuff and don't be in place. So he did hit me up and tell me, hey, I need you to just buy me a couple minutes while I get myself situated. I guess he's just getting in from work. Working black man, I'm here for it though. So I'm gonna get him that. And in the meantime, y'all check in. Let me know how y'all feeling, how y'all living on a scale of 1 to 10. How you doing? How is your mental health these days? And what are some of the things that you're doing to take care of it? Tap in and let me know. Y'all know I love when y'all talk to me. The comment section is open. So go ahead and make it do what it do. In the meantime, let me finish because I'm a little late too, sending out my little messages to folks so they know to go ahead and tap in with the kid. Hey, I have kids, so I'm bona fide crazy. Listen, I understand them kids definitely can drive you and take you there. I'm feeling really 10-ish tonight. I know that's right. 10 is always good. Somebody said I'm a good 3 right now. That's not good. And if you at a 5 or less, I need you to hit me up after the show. Hit me up after the show. We need to figure out what we can do to get you out of that space. If you at a 5 or less. What was I about to do? See, whole mind just gone. I'm trying to get a couple of people in here, particular people in here, to be, tuned in for this conversation because it's a real interesting one. And I want some feedback from some of the fellas that I know they love to, you know what I'm saying? So tell a friend to tell a friend. Tap in. All right. I need a new self-care routine. I'm low on the scale. Listen, I understand. While I'm waiting for my friend to come on and talk to me about this conversation that we about to have, let me just say, anybody who knows me over the last couple of years, the job that I had was very low maintenance. Very, very low maintenance. So moving into this new space with this new job, they be needing a lot from you, girl. And I'm not used to it yet. So it just kind of be, I'm holding in there though. I'm holding in there. I'll be on cloud 9 after I pour this wine. I know that's right. Get into it. I be trying to tell people a little bit of liquid libations will get us where we needed to be. I'm finna call him though, because where you at, sir? We need to go ahead and get this conversation started and going and doing what I needed to do. Why is this still on the screen? Oh, I'm tired, y'all. It's my Friday though. So tomorrow I'm gonna definitely do a lot of self-care and kind of kick back and relax and recharge. I got some stuff going on this weekend, but it's enough that I can, chill out. It ain't too crazy. I ain't gonna be running around too crazy. All right, so we're just gonna get into it, and then when he pop in, and we can go ahead and go from there. So, boom, like I said, for those of you that are just jumping on, we are talking about tonight the dating scene, what that looks like for men and women. I have finally, I think, got a guy on that's going to be very honest. He's single, so I feel like he got nothing to hide, He's gonna keep it real with me, so he say about how he moving out here in these streets, why he moving like that out here in these streets, and help us to understand a little bit of the mentality that is the men that are dating in our generation. Y'all always ask me about this, and I've been trying to find a spokesperson for the fellas, and they don't never want to get real with me when it comes to being on this live broadcast. But I feel like today we're going to get right into it with him. So if I had to give tonight's conversation a title, I would call it the Cupid Shuffle. Why are you calling it that name? I know what Cupid Shuffle is. It's a song. It's a dance. Why are you naming your show that you're talking about dating? Because, baby, listen, Cupid got to be shuffling and stumbling on them feet, fumbling with them arrows and everything else, because everybody that I talk to has a different outlook on what dating is, what it look like for them. Half the people are loving it, half the people are hating it. The people that's already in relationships is just like, I don't care what I'm going through with my partner, I'm never leaving because I can't imagine being out there right now. Those of us that's out here trying to figure out what this look like, we're just kind of scared because the pickings are slim. The experiences are not all that they're cracked up to be. And I just kind of want to, and I know I tap on it a lot, but this is what y'all asked for. And I feel like it's a good conversation to have because it's relevant. Either you are trying to find love or trying to figure out where you fit in on that scheme of what love looks like. I've done a couple different shows with people that's in relationships, people that are married, people that are single and dating. And little bit by little bit, I feel like I'm bridging the gap. I feel like I'm connecting some dots. I feel like I'm getting to a space where people are starting to be real about how they feeling, what they doing, who they doing it with, why they doing it like that. And I'm just here to serve the people. That's the whole point. I'm trying to help y'all figure it out. I guess I'm kind of trying to figure it out myself too, from the outside looking in, because I just, at the end of last year, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want it. Pineapples, leave me out of it. I'm happy for everybody else, doing what y'all doing and getting what y'all getting. But for me, I just was over it. So again, outside looking in, just trying to figure this thing out with y'all. And I feel like my guest for tonight, he might got a few gems for y'all. For those of you that follow me on social media, y'all saw me post this picture. I told him when he sent them to me, it's giving me Kevin Samuel vibes. And I hope he don't get on here and make me upset. Because y'all know how I felt about Kevin Samuel. RIP to him. I don't think it's good that he passed away. Everybody was talking about that when he died, and I thought that was very strange. People are weird. But his views definitely used to rub me the wrong way. So I hope it's not that. But y'all know me. I'm open to dialogue, so we're gonna get into it. It looks like he's here. He's here. So we're gonna go ahead, get him on here, get it popping, and we're gonna start the show.
Hey.
Well, hello there.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Taking it day by day. That's all you can do nowadays. You feel me?
That.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm here we're going to talk it out. I heard you talking a little bit of ish while I was waiting backstage, so we can get right into it. I'm happy to be here, though. Thanks for having me.
Just a little bit, appreciate you for agreeing to this, because I kind of gave them a disclaimer when we started the show. I've been trying to have this conversation for a minute, and the fellas that have been coming through, they ain't been keeping it real with me. I don't know if it's because the women are normally the ones dominating in the comments. I don't know if they're trying to save face. I don't know what it is, but they don't be honest. And I feel like just from the dialogue that we've had a little bit before now, you gonna give it to me straight.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm cursed and blessed with that gift. I only can say what I feel. I can't be anything other than what I am. So if some get offended by my views and philosophies, I'm happy, because this is America, and I like when people, stay true to who they are and what they believe in. So
facts.
Let's talk.
That's facts. And we gonna definitely talk about it. But before we get into all of that, go ahead. Let people know who you are. Introduce yourself. Let them know what it is that you do. Anything that you feel like they need to know about you going into this conversation.
Yes, everybody. I am Tyrone Law. I'm not going to give my age. I'm a seasoned young man. Graduated from Matinee at FAMU. Graduated from FAMU in 2016. I'm a rattler. I studied communications, and right now I am a publicist. That's what I do for my career. I've been doing it for the last 7+ years. Right now I'm working for Zillow, so I do all the PR. Whenever you see Zillow in the news, that comes from the work that me and my team do every day. Basically just to keep the brand of Zillow in the hearts and minds of people moving, and educate the media and educate the public that Zillow is evolving as a company. They're offering ways to buy your home, sell your home, get a mortgage, all that shit. So yeah, my job, I talk to reporters all day, every day. I deal with a lot of people on a regular basis, high volumes of people. I used to be a server when I was in college, so I feel like I know people because, what I'm saying, I interact with a lot of people all the time. So yeah, that's what I do. That's me, Tyrone the Publicist on Instagram. Follow me, you can see what I do, see what I'm about.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So straight into it, there's a segment I like to call Excuse Me, Come Again, little icebreaker. I'm gonna shoot you 4 random questions you did not get to prepare for, and you just answer them. It's pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. So question number 1, what's your favorite pickup line, and when's the last time you used it?
Pickup line. I'll be lying if I ain't say I ain't have a go-to. It just depends. All right, let me think of my last one, because for me, it's all about body language. All right, let me put a disclaimer out there anyway. Since times have evolved, I'm a 90s baby, just so y'all know. So us not people born back then, we got to see the world change. We a little bit of old school and new school. So growing up in high school and shit, I would go out of my way to go and talk to somebody. Now, I feel like I'm the catch. I'm not going out of my way because the trend is for women to reject. So I'm not falling for that. So you got, first off, I'm not doing nothing, or there is no pickup line until I get the signal. You got to smile at me at least 3-4 times. Look at me, look away. Other than that, I'm not going out my way. So I'll say something like, shit, I see you looking at me, or what you looking at? Shit, it's regular. I don't be just regular. It just depends. But more than likely, that signal is there, so it's going to be something around that. Like, damn, you looking at me like, damn, you're not going to say nothing? Something like that. Yeah. Real regular. Would that work for you, though, Nate? Like, or something like, yeah, well, you want a pickup line, or you don't want just regular entry? Like,
I mean, either or. I'm kind of corny a little bit. So if somebody was to come to me with a pickup line, I would probably think it was cute, kind of giggle a little bit, and okay, we can go from there. Or, I'm definitely a looker. So if I see something and I'm like, I'm going to make sure that you notice me noticing you. Yeah. So that's normally what happens. They'll just kind of come over because we call eyes, and that's cool too. I feel like at this age, whatever. Either way it goes.
Okay.
All right. So question number 2. You see an attractive woman at the bar. What drink are you sending her way, or are you?
I've been known to send bottles of champagne. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what it is.
Bottles of champagne.
Yeah, bottles of champagne, definitely. Because when I step out, I do like to, be secluded in my own little area, and usually that comes with bottles. And by the time we get in there, by the time I see a woman. I'm working on evolving and with my language and shit. But by the time I see a woman that I'm interested, I've already been, in there a while talking to the bottle girl. I'm getting a deal on the bottle. Like, hey, can you prepare that for me? And whatever, that's what I'm doing. Bottle of champagne, whatever. Usually Moet. That's usually in the middle range. I'm not doing too much. The Moet will run me a little something, not too crazy. Yeah, something like that. Or we'll do shots, whatever you want. Like, we can do shots. If I'm not in a section, if I'm just at a regular bar, I'll just ask you what kind of shot you want, what your girls want, like that. Yeah.
Now, I feel like when I say that to people, and somebody has told me this before, that I'm looking for like movie style romance. They be like, Nate, nobody's just sending drinks to people no more. Like, they walking up, they talking, they asking questions. I feel like if somebody was to come up to me and be like, oh, here's a drink from the gentleman over there, I be expecting stuff like that to happen. I guess somebody told me that that's not how it works.
That happens. That definitely happens.
It does. It has happened.
I've done it a few times. It doesn't happen every day now. I mean, most of the time, I guess I was capping a little. I really wasn't capping. I've done it 3-4 times in my life. I'm damn near 30. But most of the time, it's shots. It's just, shit, what kind of shots y'all want? But it does happen. And if you do that, you're standing out. And that's all it takes. You're standing out. She's going to remember that probably for the rest of her life. But
okay, question number 3. And this kind of stemmed because last week or the week before that, I had some of my homegirls on here, and we were talking about how open and freely women talk about a lot of different topics with their homegirl. It's not really much that's off limits. So when it comes to guys, when you're talking to your boys that you trust and y'all actually have like solid friendship, are there any topics that are off limits, or are y'all talking about any and everything?
I was blessed to have a core group of guys. Like, I've been cool with the same guys since 5th grade. So we're like family. It's like a good 6 of us. All of our families know each other. We talk about everything. Really, nothing's off limits. Within the groups, there's always subgroups. So you may be more comfortable talking about this subject with one of the person that's not in the core group, and then you may be more comfortable talking about this subtopic. But amongst like all of us, when you mix and match, there's nothing that's off limits. I'm an open book too. That's part of me too. Like I'm very giving when it comes to information, because I like to learn. I like feedback. That's just how I move, and that's how I grow. Nothing's off limits in my circle. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. And question number 4, where do you think your ideals of what it means to be a man stem from? Is this something you grew up learning, or do you feel like you kind of figured it out on your own?
I grew up, I feel like it's from various places, but my dad was in my life my whole life. My parents been married my whole life, so my dad's been around. So you see, what you see is what it is. You pick up, you learn what you want to be through a good man, and you learn what you don't want to be. If you got a man present, you can see what's going on when you're a kid, and there's an older person, an older man, and in your midst every day, you pick up the good and the bad. So yeah, I got most of what I know about being a man from my dad. I grew up in the church, like I grew up in an old Baptist church. So, it's very small. Everybody know everybody. So I was raised by a lot of different people. So a lot of deacons at the church. Yeah. And then what you see on TV and shit, you pick who you admire, and then you just pick it up, and then all that goes into a big pot. It makes you who you are.
Okay. That's what's up. So those are the excuse me come again questions. Not too bad, right?
Not bad. Yeah, not bad.
So let's go ahead and jump right into this conversation, because you said, okay, my parents married, you grew up with your dad in the house, all these great things. You're at a age now where you at the age where people are starting to try and figure out what this looks like permanently for them. Do you believe in marriage for yourself?
I believe in it. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe
in it. Is this
it.
something that you want?
I do want it. I feel like I do want it. I used to say I can live without it, but now I realize nobody wants to really die by themselves. I feel like if you're young, you keep yourself in shape, your economics is good, like your finances, everything good, I can play the game for longer than most guys. So I could be out there, but when you're 60, 70, you don't want to get sick, and then you got a team of women, younger women, they're going to be there if that's what you want. I feel like if you want to live that life, that's right, but I don't want to die alone. I don't want to be 70 and just be. So, and my vetting process is so long that I'm just like, eventually I'm gonna have to, it's coming up, it's running up, because I'm not the type that's gonna meet somebody and be married within 2 years. We're gonna take some time.
So why is that? Let's start right there. Because here's the thing that I've gotten from other guys that I've had on the show in regards to this. They say when a man want what he want, he know what he want, it don't take all that time. And you're saying the opposite. Like, it's gonna take me a minute to be in it till I decide, like, okay, I can marry this girl. Yes. Where, what, why?
People are so complex. What's the rush? What's really the rush? It's what it is. Most people are in love with love itself. They're in love with the idea of love and marriage and all that shit. But when you really you really want to get to know somebody, and you're going into it for longevity and some deep shit, that vetting process is long. It's deep. It takes a while to get to know somebody in all their layers. What's the rush? There's no rush. Yeah. Maybe I've never been in real love. Maybe, I don't know. They say if you're in real love, they say, if you're in real love, then you wouldn't know. I just haven't experienced that.
Okay, so you've never been in love before?
No, I've been in love, but it took some time. It took hella time to get there. Yeah.
Took hella time to get there. So one of the ladies said, sick of waiting 100 years for y'all to decide to be married. Facts.
You can go. There's somebody out there like you that's a lover boy and that's just ready to jump in and test it out after the fact. I want to test it out before I put the documentation involved and combining resources and just getting families involved. I got to put that vetting process has to be serious. If you're serious about marriage, you will want to take time and really understand the person. I feel that. Yeah. So
in comparison though, if you're, this vetting process, I guess I want to understand, and maybe some other people want to understand too. What does that look like? So you taking 2-3 years to vet a woman. Are you dating other women at the same time? How can you truly focus on the situation if you got your attention going? You know what I'm saying? So for you, are you dating one girl for like 3 years just to decide that's not right, and then dating another girl for 3 years? Or is it multiple chicks? Like,
it's complicated. It depends. It's complicated. And this is just theory. I've only really ever had one real relationship, to be honest with you, my whole life. I've just never been that guy. But yeah, I feel like in theory, yes, it needs to be some time. As long as you communicate, everything's transparent between both people. You give the woman a chance to really give her a real chance. Like, don't lie. It's better to just be completely honest. That's less stress for you, and that's just integrity. That's just give the woman. Don't waste somebody's time. Let them know, like, this is where I am with it. I really like you. I want to be real with you. And at this stage, I don't know if we're exclusive or not. Like, it just depends. Like, are we dating exclusively? I don't know. If we set those parameters that it's exclusive, then you have to stay true to that. But right now at this stage, I just got a relationship. I know I'm bouncing around. It's just, this shit is complex. You feel me? But at this stage, I probably got out of a relationship like 2.5 years ago. Lately, I've been focused on career, and I'm just like, everybody that I meet, everybody has a purpose. If you're one of those that I'm just like, damn, she's very intriguing and special, I have to be real with her. I'm not dating exclusive right now. I'm very interested in you, and I'm open to get to know you, give you time, all that shit. But I'm not dating exclusive. And as long as you keep that shit open, that's what it is and what it ain't. Yeah. Does that make sense, or am I just jumping around?
I mean, I hear you. It does make sense. I've heard that before. I think for me personally, my attention, I can't do that. Like, the multi-dating thing didn't make sense to me like at all until recently. But for me personally, I'll say that, like, oh yeah, I'm a multi-dating, I'm gonna date a couple of people at a time, and then there's always that one that I'll lock in on, and then that's where my attention is at, because I can't. And when that's too much, okay, goodbye, and on to the next. But I know people, men and women, that will have like 2 or 3 guys or 2 or 3 women that they're dating, and they actually spending time and giving attention to all 3 different places. And so when you're multi, are you fucking all of them? Like, is it intimate with everybody, or?
Just depends. Like, sometimes there are times where there are intersections. And when I'm speaking to the audience, let me first say I'm publicly facing a lot. So none of these views, none of what I'm saying is a reflection of my employer or anything like that. So it gets touchy when you talk about sex and shit. But I just gotta be real. Zillow, my job, Zillow, actually also lets you really be yourself. So I think we're good. But yes, there's been numerous times in my life where there's been crisscross, and where yes, I'm having sex with multiple people at once. I'm practicing safe sex, and all parties know what's going on. Now, there have been, in my younger days, my FAMU days, when you're really out there, I did go through years of bullshit and lying and making chicks think they're the only one. But now, when you grow, you learn. I don't have time for all the shit. I'm putting it all out there. And by all means, I want you to continue to date. Keep your options open too, but don't blow your option with me just because I'm not ready right now. Get to know me and see what happens. And then if you find somebody else in between all of that, and I miss out and lose you, then damn, that might be a life lesson. But if not, maybe you can continue to explore options, deal with me, and then maybe we can evolve into something naturally to where it might be exclusive. You feel me?
But you're having that conversation up front, though.
Nowadays, yes. Okay. It makes my life more peaceful, to be honest. Because you can't talk shit, and what can you say? Now you're talking shit and da-da-da-da. I'm like, all of this, simply one thing. I'm all about peace. One thing I'm gonna say, listen, we've talked about this. So the option is yours of what you want to do, and there's no argument. But that can be insensitive a little bit sometimes too, because I look at both ends of it, and I'm just, like I said, I'm natural. I'm always looking to better myself, self-reflect. You feel me? Like it can be insensitive. Like, I've been in situations to where, yes, I lay it all out there, but the other person, the woman, is just so much more emotionally mature than me, that where she just is on another level, and that's really what it is. I'm not fully emotionally mature, so it's hard to be mindful of other people's feelings, and all that shit is a growing process. But I feel like I'm rambling. Let me know. Bring me back home, man. Put me back.
Yeah. I hear you. And it's piecing together. I'm trying to, I'm reading the comments. People are responding to what you said. So you said something earlier to somebody said, I think it definitely takes for a man to truly find that one. So when you was like, I ain't never been that in love, where it's like, okay, all bets are off immediately. So that could make sense. Somebody else said, people get married too soon and then divorce for shit they would have learned if they waited. So that's kind of where your mindset is at.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. And I never said I'd never been in love. I was in a long-term relationship.
Okay, my bad.
I was in a long relationship, but yeah. So I believe that love is real and it's attainable, but it's no rush. Just take your time and let it find you if it happens. And if not, it's okay.
So somebody said, I want to ask because it came up in a conversation that I was having with somebody else. And you kind of tapped into it just a little bit when you were introducing yourself. Mm-hmm. When it comes to who you are as a man, you said, oh, I could probably do this thing for a little bit longer because, I'm financially stable, I'm working, I got this, I got that, I move like this, X, Y, and Z. Is that, how heavily weighted is that in your dating situation? And then what is your understanding of what then the woman brings to the table in regards to who you're taking seriously?
I think where you are, like most women want a man who is either on a trajectory to be successful, and successful means able to sustain a decent life, middle class to upper class life for your spouse and your family. So if a woman sees that, I think that automatically makes a man more attractive. So I think for me, I have a nice job title. I'm not one for all that jobs and all that shit. I think deeper than that, but I know what women want, I feel like. So a guy like me, I'm just putting me in it because I know me. I have a degree. A woman wants to be able to tell her, just think about here's what it is. Think about what women are telling their friends or their group message. Damn, I just met a girl here, doctor. Yeah, you're a doctor. Your career, that shit is a big part of what makes you attractive to a woman. Damn, girl, he a lawyer. You don't even give a fuck. They don't even care what he looked like yet. They fucking IG. He a doctor. Shit, girl, you got a doctor? Come on, man. Like, so that's a big part of it. That was the question. That was the first part of the question, right? You asked.
Right.
Yeah. Do you agree? Before we move to the second part.
To a certain extent.
Come on now. I'm not saying that you would eliminate a guy who's a manager at the retail stores.
Right.
But the stock is much higher if it's a doctor. Like he can get away with a little bit more in the beginning if he has a sexy title. Damn,
you
girl.
Think so?
Yeah, yes. I know for a fact. Yes. I mean, but then also it just depends on the women. Some women like hood guys. Like, you feel me? They don't give a fuck about none of that title shit. They just want what they want. It's all about the image of what they want. But for the masses, for the average woman, I think the career is a big part. Hell yeah. Yeah. So when I say I'm a publicist and I'm working for a $1 billion brand, if they weren't already attracted, now I see their eyes stretching a little bit.
After you say your title?
Yeah, I do.
So is that a turn off? Because in the dating world, I've heard from guys that it's not attractive, or men feel like they're not supposed to like pay for a girl's time. So if you meet a girl and you're talking to her about who you are and what you do, and she's like, oh, are you now looking at, oh, she's a gold digger, or this not really gonna be nothing serious, or she just trying to see what I can do for her? Like, where does your mind go?
For me, it doesn't really cross my mind. I like to just trick my brain. Maybe I'm tricking my brain. I like to think that in my case, because most people don't even know what a publicist makes. So I think they're just intrigued by, I'm doing something a little bit different, in my case. Are there some cases where they're looking at the money, they immediately thinking money? Maybe, but I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going to spend money anyway. If we're spending time together, we're going to spend money. I spend my money. So like, that's neither here nor there. Most women are going to want, in order to spend time with the women, anything dealing with the women, even friends, you're gonna spend money. So if you think about money, then yeah, you're already limited because you're missing out on 60% of the audience, the single dating audience. I feel like you're thinking about money, that comes with it. You should already be budgeting for your. For me, I have an entertainment fund. Yeah, you got an entertainment. I have an entertainment fund, and I'm a little older. I'm just now getting to the stage to where I'm making enough to where I can save and still. Now I'm budgeting. I'm keeping track of all my shit. So I know me. I got a demon in me. I like to go out. I still like to do. I work hard, but I still like to spend money. So I budget for that. I have an entertainment fund. I call that my entertainment budget. I put whatever that is, and that includes entertaining women because I'm single. So I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you got a budget for that shit.
So how does that look in your eyes then? Are men checking for that same thing? Like if a woman comes up to you and gives her profession, are you kind of like, oh, she got money, or oh, she's established, or oh, maybe we kind of on the same level?
You do think, I mean, I don't think about the money part of it, and that's just real. There's no cap. Like, I do find nowadays the trend, I am hearing guys talk about money. Like, damn, she a little, like, bro, why are you worried about that? That's what I be thinking. Like, I don't think about that. Me, I don't. I do think what you do as a profession can tell me, what you chose to do tells me a lot about you. So when I meet a woman, she tells me she's a teacher, I automatically have a category. I'm already generalizing her thinking that she's a certain way because she's a teacher. But it has nothing to do with finances. But I do, and yeah, so if there's a woman I meet and she don't do shit, if she's not a house mom, she's nothing, I already know, like, we're probably not on the same level because you're not ambitious, you don't have no type of drive. Even if you do, because I do feel like once I get married, if I get married, I'm gonna have the option for give my significant other the option to not work. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But if you can't even finesse yourself, you single and you don't work, and you can't even finesse a guy, all these lames out here, you can't even finesse a lame to take you in, and you just living at home, living on something. I already know we're not even on the same universe. But I'll date a teacher, I'll date an entrepreneur. It doesn't really matter what she does because that part doesn't affect me in any way. Your finances doesn't have nothing to do with me at all.
Okay. So what does it look like for you? What's catching your eye these days? Are there physical qualities that absolutely you will not waver on? Is it more of a personality thing? Like, what's the type of woman, as a successful young guy, you taking care of you doing your thing out here, what kind of woman would you be attracted to?
I really like to be able to communicate. Like, I like a good communicator, but of course, first is the physical. My thing is the deal breaker for me is a face. I need that pretty face. I have to have the pretty face because, yeah. Sometimes I can get affectionate. I'm not most of the time, but I do the kids. I need that face to be pretty. That's my deal breaker. Different sizes or body types. I can, there gives and takes. How pretty is her face? How does she communicate? Is she cool? Is she motivate me? Does she flirting with me, right? Like, it's just a give or take. But the deal breaker for physical wise, that face has to be 7 or better. 7 or better.
Okay.
You can call me shallow. You can say my face is not a 7 or better. I don't care if my face was a 2. That face for me, I gotta have that pretty face, man.
And I feel like a 7 for me would be different than a 7 for somebody else. So as long as it's a 7 to you,
yes,
that's what matters.
Yes.
So give us an example. Who somebody that's in the industry or a model or something? What would be a 7? Who would be a 7?
7?
Yeah.
I can give you a 10. You want a 7, or you want to just see the scale for a 7?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Because I say that because everybody always be laughing because, Kevin Samuel said that Beyonce was a 5. And so, a lot of people think that she's beautiful. So I ask guys, like, give me a celebrity that is, a 5 or better. Like, who y'all ranking really? Like, what are these looks? What are these guidelines?
7. Let me give you a 7. A 7, like, we talking about total package. We're talking about just face.
Hey, you said the face was a deal breaker for you. So a face, 7 in the face.
Keke Palmer, shit. Kiki
Okay.
Palmer when she dolled up though.
Kiki Palmer when she's dolled up. Oh my God.
I'm giving you too much, man. I'm giving you way too much right now.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I think she's
Palmer.
gorgeous.
I think I just got a thing for Kiki. So it's not Kiki. It's no, Angela Simmons. Yeah, Angela Simmons is a 7 in the face, I believe.
Okay.
What would you do? Give me a 7.
A guy?
Women. I want to see if I'm
a woman that's a 7.
Yeah, don't act like that. Y'all don't rate women too. Everybody rates.
No, we definitely do. We definitely rate women, but I'm trying to see. See, I'm a bit of a rare case though, because I don't know. I think so many people are just beautiful, and I don't know if it's because I'm looking at them as complete or what. But a 7 just off looks alone,
face alone. Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. And she's not even really a 7. I would say more like a.
I give it like an 8.
6 and 8. You gave her an 8? She's an 8, but Kiki Palmer's a 7?
We're talking about just face, right?
Yeah. Yes. You think? Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what your fans think. Let's see what your followers think.
Yes, please. Drop in the comments.
Let us know. Who's closer to a 7? Is it Angelina Jolie or is it Kiki?
Angelina Jolie or Kiki Palmer? Who's closer to a 7? My sister yelled from the back and said Megan Good.
Megan Good is damn near a 10.
Are you saying that because of her face or?
Her face. Yes. Megan
is total package, yeah, but her face is very normal.
Her face is beautiful. That's
she is a beautiful lady, and I'm not taking that from
I'm talking about just the face. I'm thinking about the lips. I'm thinking about the eye. Yeah. The shape with the cheek. Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, I think in high school and shit, I do remember girls saying Megan Good is not even all that. But I just used to think she was, yeah. So maybe
y'all not answering the question. Everybody talking about how Megan Good is above the standard, but what we actually
above the standard.
Between Kiki Palmer and Angelina Jolie, who's truly a 7?
Kiki Palmer's whole swag. Kiki Palmer holds swag, her whole demeanor, everything she stands for. That shit makes her damn near a 10 for me too. I got a thing for Kiki. I just like her the way she is and shit. That's my
she's
my
celebrity crush. Her.
She's
definitely bomb. Somebody said Kiki over Angelina. Facts. I feel so too.
Nah, hell no.
Somebody said Angelina Jolie. My goodness. Yes, right?
Yes. We talking about the Tomb Raider? Come on, man.
I feel like you looking at more than just.
I'm thinking about just face. Trust me when I tell you this. I wish, like, I do love the body, but the face is the most important. I'm into the faces. Yeah.
You said Angie ain't even a 7. Thanks. I felt like I was being polite when I said that.
Are you kidding me?
I love her though. She's an amazing actress. Shout out to her. And she's dope, like her whole vibe, but her face, I don't know. That's just me. All right, so we're gonna keep moving.
We got a little bit sidetracked on that, but
okay. So he said he need at least a 7 in the face, and the rest of it is, we can work. Kiki Palmer 7, maybe 6.5. Somebody agrees. Okay. All right. We can agree to disagree. That's healthy.
That's that therapist talk coming out. Boy, look.
That's healthy.
That should have slipped out. Boy.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. So let me ask you then. I'm all about telling people as they're trying to date that they should look for themselves in other people. They should figure out who they are, what they love. Are you dateable? Could you see yourself dating you? Like if you were to find a woman that is exactly like you are in every way, do you feel like you're dateable?
Right now, for a woman who's marriage minded and wants to date exclusively, I'm undateable at this point because like I said, I did a long-term relationship.
That's funny stuff.
Real shit, and my career. I feel like whenever I wasn't in that focus on the relationship, because the relationship takes a lot of time, energy, effort. If you really want to maintain and fully develop a relationship, that shit takes a lot of energy. So whenever I wasn't on that, I feel like I excelled in my career. So right now, I just have personal things. I grew up low income. So my drive, the things that my top priorities are, marriage probably is in the 4th, 5th spot. I have other things that I prioritize outside of marriage, outside of relationships. So for me right now, I can't date exclusively because all my time and shit has to go to my career and all the shit I'm trying to achieve in life right now. But I can definitely be a good, that doesn't mean I don't deserve some type of relationship. I think I'm a good guy to have around when you want to be entertained and there's a guy who genuinely is open to you really exploring your options. We could talk about it and everything. I'm so open. If you're really getting that access to me to where we're talking on the phone and shit, I'm telling you everything about my day, everything. Like, so
you're a fun boy.
A what?
A fun boy. You're just out here having fun and having sex, buying models and making money, and that's it.
And I'm also open to. I'm definitely not closed-minded. So if I'm out here and I'm living how I'm living and it falls out of the sky and it's right here from me, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna definitely take advantage of it and take it seriously. And if that's where it goes, then yeah, I'm not close to it. But right now, I'm not looking for it. I'm not actively looking for it. If it drops in my lap, I will go ahead and grab it. If God gives it to me like that, I'm gonna take it. But I'm not looking for it. No. And that disqualifies me with a lot of women. I meet a lot of women right now that I'll meet them. We'll have fun for a little bit, and then they'll just tell you, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot do this. I'm gonna get my emotions involved, and I'm like, damn, that's a woman that really knows herself. But of course, you still trickle it back and forth every now and then. Anyways, y'all say y'all don't want the relationship, but you really do, and then you find value outside of just being exclusive, because you can still have a value in a relationship with a man. Like me and you, we're around the same age. We're probably around the same place in our career. We can still learn a lot from each other. Just because I'm not exclusive, that don't mean you don't have to close that door, because you never know what it might develop into. But at least that I'm being honest, so that you can have your options to do what you really want. Yeah.
But do you feel like that is realistic? Because I definitely want to talk about a little bit of the unrealistic stuff that starts to happen, how men see things and how women see things. Say you and I were dating and then we decided, okay, because I'm looking for marriage and you're not, we're not going to date no more. But you're absolutely correct. Around the same age, career situations kind of similar. So we can level out, we can learn, we can grow, maybe even work together. What does that look like though, realistically, if 2 months ago we was together and clapping cheeks, and now I feel like I like you for real? That's why I'm pulling back, but we just gonna move around that and be friends and work together and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, when that situation happens, if I really, really, really like the girl, man, like, I'm talking about 30-year-old Tyrone. If I really like her right now at this age where I am, bro, I would fall back for real. Like, yo, if you really feel that way, I'm not trying to hurt you. It doesn't feel good to hurt a woman, bro. Like, for me, it really doesn't feel good to hurt a woman. Women, for me, are the biggest motivation in my life. And I really understand the value of that women bring to the world, for real. There's no cap shit. Ask Denzel. I think Denzel's on. Denzel, somebody, you need to have Denzel on. He knows me. I've always been this way. But damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Hello.
Shout out to Denzel. I see you, bro. He's definitely on.
Yeah, where was I? Shit, I just got distracted.
You said that women are the biggest motivators, and if you truly like a woman,
what was the question though?
Being able to still be friends or have a working relationship.
Oh yeah. So if you really care about her, then you would say, yo, you'll fall back for real and not let her get her emotions involved, because a lot of women will tell you, oh, okay, we can still talk and I won't get my emotions too deep, but they lie to themselves and they're really getting deep. And you may be getting deep too. But if you know for a fact that you're not gonna do that and you really care about the girl, she's that cool, do both of y'all a favor and just let her go. Let her go. But if sometimes if you just can't help it, and you fuck with her so much, you just make sure the thing that helps me sleep at night, I make sure I'm fully honest, fully transparent. That's how I sleep better at night. I'm like, at least I'm telling her everything what it is, but I can't let her go, man. She's so cool. She finds herself.
Oh my God. I feel like that is such trash. That is a trashy trait, my friend.
Oh. So you're saying guys like me who are not ready to date exclusively do not deserve any type of relationship? That's what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But coming from a space where I've been that girl where falling for a guy, the understanding was it wasn't supposed to be that, but then it becomes that. So we try to fall back. But because he knows I'm a good fucking person and like I have all of these great things to offer, we kind of breadcrumb that shit where I'm just giving you, and I think I brought that up to you when we were on the phone. One of these trashy traits is breadcrumbing. This is a very common thing with our generation where it's like, I'm gonna give you just enough to make sure that we're able to still be in the same space with each other. We still have fun. We still doing what we do, but it's never going to be what she wants. And I know that, but I'm still that. Why?
But it's up to you that you can't only put you. We're equally involved and we're equally responsible for decisions that we make in this relationship. So if I'm telling you that and you choose to continue to talk to me, then you're partly to blame as well. Like you're so cool.
Like, now that's facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you
my
know,
wine got here right at the end.
Y'all know what y'all be doing though, because women. And y'all love to use this example in every other scenario. Oh, we're very emotional people. We know this to be true. So because I fucks with you like that, I'm not gonna stop fucking with you like that, even though I know, because in the back of my mind, there's always gonna be that hope. So you as a man, and I actually care about this girl, and she's actually good people. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? But y'all don't see it that way, huh?
You can't just throw out you as a man and put it fully responsible on me. You're like, oh no, bro, it's you as a woman. You think you can change a man. That's really why y'all stick around. You're like, man, maybe I can change the nigga. One day, maybe he might change. I'm telling you who I am. I've literally had women tell me, yeah, you said it, but you showed me something different. You said that you didn't, but you said that you didn't want to take it there, but your actions showed me that you did. So I took it as though you did. You get what I'm saying? Listen to what I tell you. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not ready for that. This is what it is. You can't just assume that you're going to be able to change it.
So you be out here doing boyfriend stuff, but don't want to be a boyfriend? I said, so you be out here doing boyfriend stuff, but don't want to be a boyfriend?
It's happened. Yeah. It's happened.
Denzel, get off, because
I wish I could see the comment. I can't even see it. He
said women need to toughen up a little and stop looking for love and just enjoy the ride like men do. If something comes of it, it will. Men hold the power when it comes to completing a real relationship.
I don't believe that. That's what Kevin Samuels used to say too. That second part, I believe what Zell said in the first part, but the second part, I think nowadays the women have the power. Most of the time, there's more lover boys out there now than women. That's what it is. Like what I'm seeing right now, I'm old school. I know what it used to be, and I'm happy that we progress as a people. But now, what I'm seeing out here, the women hold all the cards. They're the one that's holding the relationship power. Like these guys fall in love off the Instagram shit and all that. Like, come on, man. I know, like right nowadays, that's why I may be seen as arrogant or an asshole because I don't play all that extra shit. It's right now the trend is to reject. That's what I'm seeing out here in these streets. Like the trend is to reject. There can be a woman, she's looking for somebody. She wants it. She rather post her DMs and make it seem like that the guy's bugging her in her DMs. But
maybe he is.
Huh?
I said maybe he is.
Come on, maybe he is. Maybe that one is. But come on, man. Like stop it. The trend is to reject. Oh, guess what, girl? Get out of my DM. Like, you looking for love. Look, you're going to block your blessing doing that, man. They do it too much, man. It's ridiculous. Don't they?
Don't they? Who is that in the background? Friend, don't be co-signing. Don't
She said
co-sign
that.
with
He
this
already
man.
said, no, she made an ugly face too. Put that lip out.
Huh?
No, she made a sideways face when I said that too. She wasn't.
Oh. So my thing is this though, and it's great that you brought that up because social media is such a big thing when it comes to dating, and you do like marketing and public type stuff, so you know what people find appealing visually is going to be the thing that draws us in. I feel like that's so unrealistic. We are now in a space where you can go online and see the most beautiful women in the world, the most handsome men, and it gives you that false illusion that you have access to them because you can see what they're doing, who they're doing it with, where they at, all of this. But around your way, those type of people are not there. And I think that's a lot of where that rejection type stuff come from, because you're looking for something that's not even really in your reach. And so it's cool to broadcast like, I think I'm this, look what's trying to talk to me, and let me just show everybody that I'm not pressed.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. That's spot on. That's spot on. Yeah, it's weird. We're in weird times right now, man. We're in very, very weird times. But I mean, I like it. You gotta like it. There's benefits, and there's not. But I do feel like, for me, and probably for you too, I feel like we're very similar. After talking to you, and yeah, see how you move. I feel like the in-person interaction for me is my strong suit. I'm not good online. I suck online. I feel like I look lame. I don't know how to do it, how they do it. Right now, we're about to get into a period where people would rather be in the meta. They're gonna want to be somebody else totally. And I feel like, damn, I'm gonna lose out when that happens. I'd rather be in person. I work my mojo best in person, like who I really am, like exposing reality. Like where we headed right now, bro. Man, we might not find somebody, man. We might vote. We may be. Well, really, I don't even know if you have a boyfriend or not, but we'll talk about that on our next episode. I really want to pick your brain too. But if not, I feel like right now, times are so weird. And I'm just to the point where I would never settle. I might not ever really find somebody because shit's just too weird right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. I definitely moved into a space of, if I have to be single forever, I would be. Like, I'm not settling. I've done it too much in the past where it was like, okay, I'm very big on potential. I used to be very big on potential. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because kind of like you were saying in the beginning, I know what I bring to the table. And I know who I am, and I know, I know my worth.
Definitely.
So I'm not even about to play with it no more.
Yeah.
So that's, in that regard, we are definitely very similar.
But that means you won't. That means you, like, really, this is back to what you said about, do I think I'm dating? I take it back. Maybe I think I am. I think I am, but you will have to see me as potential, because although I don't think I'm successful yet career-wise, but although that, I feel like in that realm of my life, the trajectory is clearly, if I do keep doing what I'm doing, it's clear that I'm gonna make it to where I want to be. Emotionally wise, that's still working too. I'm gonna need a woman who can invest in that potential, that you can help me grow emotionally. Why is that a bad thing? Why do y'all want the man that's already fully established in every way?
I never said that. I never said that. When I say potential, I mean as far as something that I learned in my last dating experience is emotional availability. It's a thing. Somebody can be the best time. Y'all can have the best time together. The sexual chemistry can be amazing. Y'all goals can line up. Seem like y'all come from similar, like everything checks off right on paper. But when it comes down to the understanding of what those emotions look like, if that person is not in the same space, it's not going to work. Right. And if they're not willing to, because you were saying basically like if it falls in your lap, you're open to, they have to be open to, and that's the available part. Maybe I'm not there yet, but I'm willing to see, what could happen. I'm open to it. There's a lot of men that think like you and then except for that part where they're like, this is where I'm at until I'm ready. But at what age and what situation do you feel like, okay, I'm ready? When you 70 with a beer belly and not nobody don't want you, now you ready?
Too late. Yeah, you're too late, man. I hope I don't get to that point, man. Damn, man. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. But I don't know. This topic is deep, and you can go on forever because there's so many nuances to it. It's not just black and white. It can't be simplified. It's so much more color to it. But yeah.
And that's why I like having it, because it's like an ongoing thing. I like to talk to different people and get different perspectives on it and kind of look at it as a whole, because again, everybody's journey looks different, but there's a lot of people who have common mindsets. And it's like, oh, this makes sense, but maybe this doesn't. And we can mix and match and piece shit together and come up with a beautiful story in the end. But you don't have any kids?
No kids, no children.
Do you date women with kids, or is that
No, I date women with kids.
Okay.
And for me, it's just a mother, that nurturing touch, that's a big for me too. So I found that I do tend to like, especially when I know women say a man with no kids can't judge if a woman's a good mother, but if I can see traits of what I think is in a good mother in a woman, that shit starts turning me on. That shit turning me on. So yeah, I date women with kids. Long way to say yes, I do.
Okay. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. There was something else I wanted to ask you, and it just completely slipped my mind.
I wanted to ask you. What did I want to ask you? No, this is all I wanted to say too. What I was gonna say. A woman. This is what it is. A woman. If a man, like I said, how I'm open to it. What it would have to be is, I'm put with the ultimatum, and she's saying she's about to walk away. This is how I know if it's something real. This is like, if she's telling me like for sure I'm about to walk away, and I start adjusting myself, then I'm like, okay, now that's something. And that happens too. It happens that happens even nowadays. Like, damn, like I'm adjusting, letting things. I'm willing to compromise. That's how I know I'm starting to really like her. So y'all should hold men accountable, like, because the man gonna do what he want to do. He's gonna do what he want to do. That's one of my mottos. A person's gonna do what they want to do. So if you telling the man like, damn, it's too deep, I'm about to walk away unless you do this, this, or this, we can talk about it, we can negotiate, like I tell you this, and we can find middle ground, then for me, that's a sign that, damn, I'm starting to like this. But most of the time for me, nowadays, I'm just like, fuck it, bro. You don't want to then it's okay.
That's terrible.
That's just real shit, hey.
I feel you though. I mean,
you're telling me, all right, let me ask you before we go. And then I want people in the comments too to probably, based on what y'all have heard from me tonight, am I undateable? Nay, what it is, what it ain't.
Do I feel like you're undateable?
Yeah, am I dateable or not? Based on everything that you've heard from me tonight.
I wouldn't say that you're not dateable. But see, the type of woman that I am, I like challenging men. I like men that, and I think that that's so fucked up, but in my head, it makes sense that to me, that men that kind of give off that, I don't know. I don't even want to say this out loud because I feel like it sounds so crazy.
Say it. But this is your show. It's your show, man. You can say what the hell you want.
Well, I'm just saying, because I've been trying to tell other people not to do this. But kind of goes back to what you said about not even changing a man, but like once we have that conversation that you did, like, okay, I'm open to it. If this, if it's something and I'm willing to whatever. Once that has been established, I'm one of the women that, if you are multi-dating, I probably won't be, but I don't give a fuck about the hoes, because I feel like I'm going to do what I do and be who I am, and I'm motherfucking top tier. So it's gonna do what I need it to do. That's the mindset that I have.
And you're entitled to that. Hell yeah. But it's your choice. But keep in mind that Billy did tell you that, baby, I'm not ready to be exclusive. So keep that in mind too now. You have to weigh out both options. Yeah.
But again, I'm not at that space in my life no more. So dateable, sure. But I wouldn't even get to a space where I even considered you to be, okay, this is somebody that I could possibly grow with exclusively. Not even nope. That's why I said you a fun boy. Like in my mind, that's what I would be like, okay, this is somebody that I could kick it with, be cool. We can do what we do, take a couple trips, spend some time, have great, meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm also about to be talking to whoever over here. And if this gets to a different situation, all right, Tyrone, it's been real.
But then for me, at this stage of my life, that's the ideal situation for me. Because crazy. It can either you find some guy out there that is perfect for you, or in the midst of us doing this, it may naturally evolve into something like, damn, we really supposed to be together. And then it may be happily ever after. But you can't just close the door in my face just because I'm not where you are right now. I think I don't think that's a good philosophy, a format to find love. Because if there's a guy who's everything that you want, I'm not saying that I'm everything a woman wants, but if there is a guy that's everything you want and the only thing holding you back is that he's not ready to be exclusive, and you won't have another option yet, why cut him off? Keep on doing what y'all do and then keep your options open. And yeah, for me, that's the perfect situation right now.
Somebody asked a question and I wanted to ask you this too. So this will be the last thing and I'm gonna let you go. Because earlier you had said, I'm not where I want to be. I don't feel like I'm successful in regards to my career yet. I'm still working to be whatever. Do you truly feel like you can't do that while being exclusive with someone? Like you made up in your mind that the two don't coincide?
At this age, no, because I can see if I had the same girl that I was dealing with back in the day, we grew up together and we started at a point to where my career and the other things I'm trying to build don't require as much time. But right now, if you really want a successful relationship, it's going to take time and attention. You cannot do that and try to build what I'm trying to build. It depends on what the guy is in life. But for me, what I'm trying to do is going to require 80% of my time. I'm not going to have enough time to give you to do that. So I'm not even going to do that. But if you accept my 20-30% of my time and we can chip at it that way and it naturally evolves and you understand that I'm building, you support me, you with that, and that everything just falls in line, I'm open to it being something. But yeah, right now you can't do both and successfully. You can do both, but it's going to be half-assed. You're not going to be you're going to be slacking in some area. You don't have enough to give to both. You feel me?
Very interesting.
You may think I'm crazy, but
hey. I don't think you're crazy. Some people like this because somebody in the comments said, tell Tyrone that's very dateable. Is he single? Is he looking?
Yeah, if you've been here, you know what it is. I'm single. But it's a lot there. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
lot to unfold with Mr. Tyrone here. You in for some work.
I need to start sitting down with you some more, Nate. You're a very good communicator for real. You're in the right field. You definitely in the right
field. I love it.
And I'm proud to see just people that I've seen around FAMU campus become successful. Like, I'm really proud of all the shit you doing. Like, I love that shit. For me, I just love that shit because we was all just on campus in Tally, just trying to survive, trying to figure that shit out. And now you look what you're doing. Like, I love that shit. For real. Keep doing
Same, likewise. And I know I've been giving you a hard time, but definitely when I started following you and I'm going through your stuff, I'm like, okay, I see you. That's what's up. Definitely big ups to you and everything you got going on. That's amazing.
Appreciate it.
Well, okay. I'm gonna have to bring you back because we definitely tapped into some, and it's got my wheels turning now. And I really want to dive into some whole other shit, but we ain't got the time tonight. So we're gonna have to definitely get you back so we can revisit a few of these topics and then explore some other ones. But
definitely. Hit me up
That's
next
what's
quarter.
up. What you say?
I said, hit me up next quarter. I'll come on and we'll talk.
Big facts, big facts. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming through, being your true, honest, authentic self. It's been real. Like, that was dope. I got a lot of comments to go through and read through and give back to people. I'm gonna send all questions your way.
Let's do it. Okay.
Any last closing remarks you want to leave the people with?
I think we covered it. We covered it all. Until next time, like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing this shit. I like this.
Big facts. Appreciate that. So yeah, y'all, this has been another conversation on That's Told by Nay, the podcast. Right back here next week, same time, same place, with a new guest. If you haven't already, go ahead and head over to barnesandnobles.com, grab my book. Let me know how much you love it, because I know you're gonna love it. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's talk about it. That is hilarious.